What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Blackheart here. Dre on Wheels is here, and Buzzing with Marlo is here. Welcome to the Commission Talks. Yeah, sorry for last week. We had to take a nice little mental break just to recharge the batteries and everything like that. So I sincerely, deeply apologize to the fans. I know you guys were expecting something last week, but yeah, we had to take down production and everything like that. But kudos to everyone that reached out to us, wished us well. We greatly appreciate that. What's going on with everybody else? Welcome to the party. And speaking of parties, yeah, a birthday party coming up in 2 days, folks. Yeah, the second anniversary birthday show is gonna be March 11th. At a time on live Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Please make sure that you come vibe up with us, man. We're about to have a good time. That's I'm gonna be like that night. But you guys that don't know, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and notifications bells, and leave a comment below. Let us know what you think about our commission talk, man. I know there's definitely some people that like what the hell are we doing, probably not saying too much, but we like feedback. So please give us that feedback. Most definitely that. But other than that, man, for me, check out merchandise store fire.com/store/off the top roast podcast. We get the latest the current merch, and also you can find us at teesprings.com as well. Type in off the top roast podcast in the search bar. We got the Deco slides, multiple different versions of the slides at DECO slides.com. And pretty much you already know the rest. But we got the Cool Ranch colors, the Purple Rain colors. But just a bunch of stuff that we got going on. I don't want to take up too much of the time, but needless to say, we here. What's going on, Warren? What's going on, Dre? How you guys doing?
What's up, fam?
What's going on? What's going on with everybody? How everybody doing? I don't know if it's just us. I don't know, Warren, if you noticed though, but we can't see you. We can't see you, Blackheart.
Can't see me?
Nah.
That's weird.
I couldn't say no because remember I did a full episode the same way, so I wasn't gonna say no. Even though he poked at me the whole episode with it.
It's all cool though. It's all cool. I'm doing good though. I'm doing good. I'm doing wonderful. The break was needed, like you said.
Yeah,
but
it
you know, we back, man. Was just chilling. A whole bunch of wrestling just went down. I'm excited to be here. How you guys doing?
Shiz is like John Cena right now.
Nah, can you see me now?
He said,
yeah.
yes, we can see you now. Yes.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on, man?
See, Warren, I'm taking a different approach. So
I said, hey, you already get mad.
I'm not getting mad. I'm just talking to you. You're the one who's getting mad. All I said was I'm just taking a different approach when it comes to you, Warren. So I'm not going to be here yelling my guts out and shit like that. But let's get into it though. First and foremost, the AEW Fallout that happened during the past Sunday. What you guys thoughts of the pay-per-view itself? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What was the match? Did any matches strike you? Did any matches sucked? What's going on?
It was like this the whole show.
So speak.
When I say that the matches were good, but it was just all over the place, like storyline wise and stuff like that. There was like when you start off with what was it, Kingston versus Jericho, good match. I hated the finish, but good match with that. And then obviously we go in and talk about with Britt Baker and stuff like that. I really thought this was the time for Thunder Rosa to get her moment after putting Britt over in that tables or whatever type match they had that one time. And that didn't happen. So now Britt Baker is basically the new Brock Lesnar in AEW. And the Jay Cardell match, yeah. That one could go for that one as well because Tay Conti was just not the girl to be in there to help somebody progress a title match like that. They done what they could out of it. I mean, the startup, the kiss part, I don't know if that was just based off of the gimmick that they were portraying with Jade dressing like the girl from Mortal Kombat or something. I don't know, but it was you got to see a little bit more out of Jade. I will say I like to saw that part, but just gotta slow it down, make it make sense, have fun with it. I love the fact that they went longer with the pay per view because it is pay per view, but TV time still do the squash matches, I guess, just because it's helping her build up. But other than that, I mean, the show all around was pretty good.
Trey, what's your thoughts about it?
Oh man, Revolution. Oh, before I say that though, I like the haircut, Warren. I need a haircut myself though. But
It was needed.
other than that,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
I honestly don't give a shit about your haircut, but go ahead, bro.
He's bald.
okay.
I'm just breaking balls.
AEW Revolution. It was a cool pay per view. Started it off with Kingston and Jericho. Obviously, the finisher was a botched finish. I thought it was real dope that Eddie Kingston got the victory over Jericho because Eddie has been, taking on these guys such as CM Punk and I think it was somebody else that he was CM Punk, Brian Danielson, and he was in these intense rivalries and how just about all of them said the exact same thing. And maybe it could be true that, he could be lazy, he could be this or whatever that. But when it comes to getting in the ring and, when it's the match time, he don't play no jokes. He get in the ring, he come down. So I thought the opening match was dope. The tag team match was my favorite matchup
Y'all, hey yo,
between
man, y'all buddies here. What up, Eli?
what up, Eli? Red Dragon, the Young Bucks, and Jurassic Express with
Bobby D, what up with you, pimp?
Jurassic Express retaining the championship. I thought that was dope. Warren was like, he thought Thunder Rosa was going to win. I really didn't think she was going to win. This was another challenger in a way. A lot of people job to Britt Baker, but don't mean they're going to win. But Britt Baker won. Brian Danielson with and John Moxley was a dope match. Seeing William Regal debut, everything was pretty dope. Everything was pretty solid. And the CM Punk match with MJF with the dog collar, that was cool. I think everything was okay. Swerve Scott, Swerve Strickland. He's in AEW. So
Shane Strickland.
Shane.
Shane
There we go.
Strickland. Yeah,
There we
that's
go.
what it's called.
There we go. Yeah, he made his debut, so it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
See that I gotta concur to your Thunder Rosa wasn't supposed to win that.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
She was meant to win that match, but I'll start from the very beginning. The whole pay-per-view itself, I give it a 7. I give it a 7. I give it 7.25 out of 10.
Yep.
Good. It was obviously good action, but there was some questionable calls in that pay-per-view that happened, and a couple of almost prone injury happened. I guess everyone say that, especially for Keith Lee. Especially for Ricky Starks, Orange Cassidy, they both got injured during that face of the Revolution Live match. The dog collar match between MJF and CM Punk, I liked it. I can't say I love it, but I like it because it gave me the winner that we all wanted to see, and we got a storyline within that with Warlow coming out and basically forgetting, oh, he didn't have the ring, but he played it off and shit like that. That's great. So that prolongs his story. And Warlow winning the face of the Revolution continues the Warlow and MJF storyline that's about to start unfolding tonight on Dynamite. So we'll have to wait to see how that turns out to be. When it comes to that kiss that you guys were talking about between Jay Cargill and Tay Conti, I'm hearing through the rumors that was on the fly. That wasn't talked about. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know why it happened, but I guess some of the geezers and kids at home be doing what Dukes do on a regular basis with his 16 imaginary girlfriends. I can just imagine that's probably the reason why that they probably did, just to say, yeah, we'll give you guys something at home to do and stuff like that. But the main event, I gotta say this first, man. Adam Cole should have won that match.
Everybody,
it was a good match, but
it was a dope match.
Hey,
Everybody,
wait! I gave you guys time to talk. I never butted into your stuff. Let me go. So Adam Cole should have won that match. The whole thing with Hangman Adam Page's title run has been lackluster. And I'm sorry I have to be the one to say this. I actually have to agree with
Oh,
Big Mike on the podcast about this. I felt like it was the perfect time to put the belt on back on the heel. We could have got the civil storyline kind of unfolding, what's happening in Impact and New Japan Pro Wrestling. You could have tried to spill the shit over in AEW with that one move, and maybe hopefully Jay White could have been somewhere
yeah,
in the background somewhere. But we didn't get that, of course. We got the opposite. Dark Order, Jungle and Young Bucks come out to try to help their respectable representative, but that didn't happen. But eventually, we got the babyface winning anyway. But that's only one part. The John Moxley and Brian Danielson match, I was expecting more. I was
yes,
really expecting more. I'm sorry. It was more of Danielson carrying Moxley in that match. What didn't strike me like the way I pictured, the way I wanted, and we didn't get it. So I kind of felt deflated and disappointed. But everything else was solid. Shout out to Singh. Still doing crazy bumps, crashing through 4 tables. 62 years old. Can't knock that man's hustle, folks. So big ups to Sting. Cause shit, he want me to fuck over way more that night. Like, no matter what you may say about people going into the 50s and 60s and doing this type of stuff, please, they still doing it. They still do it for
hmm
your entertainment, but they're not doing it on a regular basis on everyday television.
no,
You're only going to see that when it's high value stuff. That was a high value stuff. So kudos to Sting. And
yeah.
that's pretty much all I got for the fallout for Revolution. That's why I gave it that grade of
What did
seven,
you think
seven,
about
six,
Sammy
seven,
Guevara? What did you think about a Spanish fly off the table? And they almost missed one of them, I think.
stupid spot. But
Yeah,
who am I to digress
they're
about
doing too
what other
much.
people are thrilled to watch to get themselves energized, to get the hook onto a wrestling match. And if you're Sammy, you're gonna be doing some type of shit like that. You're bound to see it. And then Darby nearly missing the coffin drop because I guess Matt had misrolled the opposite way. So imagine how that
Darby's
could have
gonna be
played out.
paralyzed. Darby will
So
probably be paralyzed in the next 3 years if he
yeah,
keeps it up the way he's
there's
going.
a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of misses in that pay per view that I didn't feel like it was the best pay per view of the year. We just started the damn year.
Well,
How about we wait to the end of the year and then we come back to this discussion,
yeah.
folks? So that's why I gave it a 7. A 7.25 out of 10.
I gotta say something about the Punk ordeal though. The way he entered the ring and stuff like that. I love the fact that he brought back the old Ring of Honor Punk. I did like that part. Um, the MJF match. I think it was more of a storytelling procession than what we were just looking at as a physical beatdown. Because I mean, the the story that they told in that ring, the one thing that caught my eyes more than anything is where MJF was doing a headlock or something like that regarding just something like a submission or something. But when Punk was working his hand, MJF sold that hand the entire match. Like his hand was hurting bad. Like he could barely hold his head, barely be able to get his wrist lock or something like that. Those are things that I'm looking for when I'm looking at a wrestling match because that's what could tell you, like, oh, this is what they're trying to go with this story. Something like what we're talking about with Sammy Guevara, man. Honestly, all he's really showing is, hey, I can do so many damn moves, but I can't tell you a story in the ring because right now the way he's doing stuff like that, it's you got to slow that shit down because
And
if
not to butt you in real quick, Stone
go ahead,
Cold's not wrestling at WrestleMania against Kevin Owens. He's just
no,
gonna be on the KO show thing. So you'll
he'll
see
be the
him hit a
pop of the
stunner
night
on them
though.
and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it. Go ahead,
He'll
Warren.
be the pop of the night, man. That's gonna draw
And it's
tickets and you gonna get it.
exactly, and that's pretty much what you're gonna get that night. So sorry to spoil it, ladies and gentlemen, but
No,
I remember saying something like this on Instagram earlier this morning. I'm like, for people that's getting their hopes up, I'm like, it's not gonna happen because even I've been said that to myself. But go ahead.
what with Raw going in Jacksonville, I was actually hoping Stone Cold would have made like a little video or something like that on Raw, but obviously we got it literally a day after, which they should have just kind of like extended it out. So obviously it's not going to be a match if they already sit here and said, hey. he's going to be on the show. So other than that part, but when we talk about with the Revolution pay per view and stuff like that, I love the fact that we got to see the old school Jericho back. Jericho lost weight, he looked freaking fantastic, and he worked his ass off in that match. Obviously we saw the botches and stuff, man. I know people get so carried away with some matches and stuff, but you literally just tell the story. Don't change the game up a little bit. Like the only thing that really captivated me last night, I mean that Revolution pay per view, was Sting. Sting told a story that way. Like, hey, I could still go. I could still be this guy. And you're not going to see that every single week. Obviously, that's one reason why he's probably being the manager on the side most of the times. Because I mean, less is more, and you're literally seeing it because literally Sting took one major ass bump, and guess what? That really solidified the show, in my opinion. Because the thing about Adam Page and all that stuff, bro, we've been talking about it nonstop. That has been the worst title reign that has been going on for a long ass time, and you're still keeping that belt on him. That is putting bad repertoire to your name because honestly, right now, you put Adam Cole in that picture, that should have already sat there and said, hey, this title has got to change hands. We have got to get the revenue back to this championship. And we didn't do it. And that's one thing that I really say that you really messed up on that main event, regardless of how that match was. You messed up. You messed up. That's all I can say.
Great speech, nigga. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's exactly how you have to say it and do it. But nah, for real though, keep it a buck with you. You know what I'm saying? Warren keeps it a buck at all times anyway.
Oh, shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
What can I say, huh?
All right.
What do you want from me?
So we're gonna be moving on then. You know about that Tony Khan motherfucker bought out Ring of Honor, and the number supposedly that's been announced. Well, that's not. It hasn't been announced, but it's around the ballpark between 30 and 40 million that he bought the company. So I mean, what do we think about
You gotta
this?
be quiet.
I guess I go. I guess I go
Yeah, go ahead
first.
about all this.
I guess I go first on it though. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really, I think that Tony Khan buying Ring of Honor is not going to really do too. I mean, it depends on what he do with the talent that he got with Ring of Honor. But other than this, like it's okay. I'm just waiting to see what happens next though. But I don't really have too much big to say though on Tony Khan buying Ring of Honor. Let's just see what like you said what the guys do in AEW.
Warren, man, what you think about all this since he's not really buying this whole Tony Khan being a rightful owner to Ring of Honor, or he might not know what he is capable of doing?
I don't know, man. I think Tony's just still showing that he's the fanboy in this perspective because literally I think he just wanted to throw a shot at WWE. Like how he said that, like, this is gonna be big announcement. This is big. This is big. Now, if he's got like a streaming platform, which there is a rumor going around about HBO Max, and if that's good, then yes, that helps
Mhm.
that Ring of Honor repertoire. But
Mhm.
I don't think it's like bringing newer Ring of Honor talent coming into AEW. I think it is literally they're just doing the library and then literally just say, hey, this is their content. Like they could show Punk, Brian Danielson, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, guys like that. I think that's where they could show it. That'd be like, you know what, this is what they were before they were WWE guys. So honestly, I think that's all it really was to do is just to help cover up for all the product that they've had in the past. I don't necessarily think this is like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a platform changing moment. I think this is just another fanboy moment that he just wanted to think, hey, this is one up on Vince. So I don't know.
I mean, it's a good and a bad thing from the way I'm looking at this. And the good thing is, well, it's more jobs, more opportunity, more money on the table, and that can definitely what you just recently just said, Warren, about the whole HBO Max deal, and that can solidify that deal now that they have something more than what what they're offering, but people will want to see that Ring of Honor video library. So
Yeah.
he's pulling but yes, basically he is pulling a Vince McMahon, of course. The total WCW and ECW vibe right here. Totally when he bought that, I was like,
I'm picking Alliance.
Mm.
I
it's
think
like,
we've talked about it before. You remember when we were talking about this thing? I think they're trying to do an Alliance story maybe with it. I don't know.
how do you
But
figure that?
Well, what we're thinking was still what's up with Cody and this ordeal. I
Oh,
mean,
oh,
it-
oh, never. Okay, okay, yeah. Right. So if we really do look at it from that way, this whole thing between him and Tony leaving AEW is all a work. He's gonna eventually come back and announce himself being the TV owner, which technically Tony had already spoiled it for himself and say he's already the owner. So what? You gonna try to say someone else wrote something in between that contract that Tony didn't see? So we're gonna do the whole underbridge thing again? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think it'd be smarter for Cody to go to WWE to revamp his babyface persona, change that up a little bit. But if he is worked us all basically and staying in AEW and just doing the Ring of Honor ordeal, I mean, I think you're gonna get more bad backlash in a way.
Those
You're
who want respect, give respect.
Yeah, so
pretty much
it
that's point
right,
of
but it comes
self-explanatory right
down to
there.
respect though. And do you really believe if he does go back, you don't think Vince McMahon is low key probably saying, "Yeah, this is gonna be the perfect grab and put him right back at Stardust," and people will be
No,
sitting there
no,
criticizing all
no.
this other crazy shit about the man?
No, no, no. He's gonna be one of those main guys because think of it this way: Vince could throw a shot at Tony. Vince could really show, hey, I got your
Oh,
boy.
my man Tyler's in the building. Hey, that's the little bro from our little Twitter group that King that Reezy, our new member of the podcast, he put me in and shit like that. So now we get my man Tyler in the building.
Here we go.
It's already off to a crazy ass start. But but I don't really see like I really don't see Tony doing two bookings for two different fucking companies. Yeah, we have known people in the past that done that type of shit before, but in this day and age, it's still unorthodox is still here. You know what I mean? And he's gonna need wrestling minds around him and over him to run another promotion.
Mhm.
So people like Regal that just came in the door, people that is like some Mojo that's still out there that's probably not even doing nothing right now, or this whole thing is a work and Cody does decide to come back, you might never know. What
I
if?
think it's gonna be worse for him though. I really think it won't be a good idea because you've already left. Tony
Mm-hmm.
agreed not to sign you, stuff like that. Why not go to WWE, revamp yourself, get your name product because you still were a WWE product.
Hey, all right, man, King Reezy in the building.
So I mean, honestly, I think it would be smarter. And plus, when we got WrestleMania coming up, you imagine Cody popping up in Dallas?
No,
You don't think so?
I'm not. I mean, no. I mean, I'm not doubting you on it, but I just don't see what game plan would they have for him to go into have a match or to go and even make an appearance at WrestleMania. That's saying that's first and foremost. Then, secondly, the things that or the storyline or whatever that you book him to do afterwards is going to be another question mark. It'd be like, well, he has been here before. He has been Stardust before. We have had him a decent singles run. Maybe you might want to bring back that old school IC championship. Maybe
He
there's
could do
probably
that.
maybe there's like a secondary reason why that he's doing all that. But I can't see him popping up at Dallas.
He would be one of those main event guys, bro, because Vince sees that how much he's grew from the time. Think of it like Drew McIntyre. Great example. Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre proved that he could go build himself back up from all the way from the indies, build himself all the way back up, put some more size on him. I mean, if we really want to be real, Cody changed his body size to portray to be in a heavyweight persona. Like Cody used to really not be that big of a guy. Like Cody used to really be like, all right, I'll just be the guy that can work everything. Cody really did try to prove that, hey, I can be a main eventer. And I really believe if he did go back to WWE, it would be smart for him because you do have a repertoire a little bit still there. He could still bring something there. And I've listened to something that Ric Flair said recently was Cody would literally be what Cody was on the Indies. I mean, do I expect him to win a championship or anything? I don't know, but I really think he would get a real good major push because I don't think Cody would just signed on. If he did sign on and be like, yeah, I'm going back to be Stardust, that would not even happen.
Really?
You should call the radio station and let him have it.
Good idea.
Hey yo, with Cody Rhodes going back to WWE, I just don't see it. We talked about it before.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly going back to WWE. I just don't see it. But if he does go back to WWE and if he pop up, the only thing I see him doing is having a program with Roman Reigns. But what he does afterwards, I'm not sure. But I think it's just I don't know. I think it could be like some type of. And I remember the promo. I think a couple of weeks ago, Edge and The Miz mentioned Cody Rhodes. They mentioned him as an outsider. They said dashing something. They mentioned certain type of words. They could
Like he's
play
been
this.
banished.
Yeah, they could play this as an invasion like or whatever. But I don't know. But when it all comes down to it, we just gonna have to wait and see in what 6 weeks or so. But I just don't really
More
see
like
him
3
coming back.
weeks.
Yeah, that's 3 weeks, bro. That's
Yeah,
3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. There we go.
What?
Yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks for WrestleMania. So
In 3 weeks, that glass shatters and people are gonna lose their
and
damn mind.
real quick though, you guys mentioned it, and also Blackheart said it too about Stone Cold not wrestling. I really think, in my opinion, they're gonna build it as the KO show, but it's
And you
gonna
really gonna
turn
think
it.
he's really
It's
gonna
it's
have a
gonna
match?
it's
It's
gonna
gonna be
turn
like
it.
a quick
It's
squash.
gonna turn into like a 5-minute match. Nothing probably more. No, 5 to 10 minute match or so.
No.
Like,
No,
but hold, real
No.
quick,
It's gonna be
real
like
fast.
Piper's Pit.
You're
Real,
going to do what the Undertaker did to John Cena at that WrestleMania in New Orleans. I don't want to see that from Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I get you, and I'm right along with you. I don't even want to see him now. I'm not saying Kevin Owens is just some throwaway talent or no, but Kevin Owens
Hey
been here
man,
for a long
Kevin, I
time,
bet is
and he
ecstatic
deserved
about this.
a big match at WrestleMania. But Stone Cold also said if he comes back, it got to be meaningful. It got to be something that's going to be bringing him back, to
It's in
wrestling.
Dallas.
And
It's in
Timeout.
Dallas.
Yeah, that's the only meaningful thing
That's
that
in
you
Dallas.
have.
That's what
you
I'm-
mean?
Careful about what the words that's about to come out of your mouth. Don't be disrespectful. You better be careful.
He ain't let me finish. That's what I mean, though. That's the crazy. You tell me Kevin Owens come out there and he run down Texas a couple of weeks, and that's what it takes for Stone Cold to come out after 19 years, though. So I thought it should be someone who's maybe up there, but like I said, I'm not trying to do KO like that. But
Who would you thought? Who would you have thought it would be?
Yeah, who would you thought?
I don't know. Like off the top of my mind at the moment. At the top of my
Answer that
mind,
whole
though.
question.
He's like, I would have thought, but who do you
Nah,
thought?
but-
Now, if I can think about who this one is, this has to be Dukes. This has to be Dukes. Dukes, you're in here.
I don't know.
Dukes is just waiting for us to talk about Nikita.
But I just feel like
Nah,
it's just
that
gonna
was
be that,
what, 2
though.
weeks ago? Let it go. If people still got that hard on, then I gotta tell them.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, move the fuck on. Legit. But next.
But who would it be
we
though?
got Vader. We got big. It's time. It's time. It's Vader time, and he's going into
Well overdue.
WWE's Hall of Fame. Just what
I'm
we all
very
thought
happy
it was going to
about
be the Undertaker solely going into the Hall of Fame.
I dig
Nope, they swerved us. So he's the second announced. So
I believe this
What
may
do you
be like did Vader have like I'm not too sure though, but Blackheart also shared that Sid may also go into the Hall of Fame. And
Possibly.
possibly. Now,
Possibly.
this class could be, surrounded around, obviously, of course, the Undertaker. But Sid had a rivalry with Taker. I'm not too sure if Vader did, but like I thought it would be real dope. But a lot of people were saying Taker would be the only one, and I thought that was just bananas.
That's the only way that I seen it at first.
Mm,
And it's like, come on, like this. I mean, but I don't know
yeah,
how Vince McMahon thinks. I don't know if he has just a little committee that makes these votes and make these suggestions to see who goes in and what year and whatever, blah blah blah. But believe me, we already know there's a few people that's never going to be the fucking there. So I can't support this. Then I'd rather support the National Professional Wrestlers Hall of Fame before them. Shit, I even respect Ring of Honor right now for what they're doing. This is their very first one. Come on. And they're handpicking Arnold Schwarzenegger. What the fuck has he done for that company? Unless he's a little Republican that just throws a little cash aside to Vince. You know what I'm saying? Like extortion, some shit. I don't know.
yeah. We
You know
all
what I
know
mean?
what.
But we have some questionable calls when it comes to that shit. And
Mm.
I gotta say this to you, Vince. Please, for crying out loud, if you ever do this shit again,
I'll stick this up your ass and pull the trigger till the bullets come out your eye.
that's all. This,
But we all
I
we
mean,
all
it's just. I mean,
we all
I'm
know.
glad Vader's going though, man. I am glad that
Yeah,
Vader's going.
yeah,
It's well
yeah.
overdue for him.
Yeah, we all know why they put in the celebrity wing guys because they bring in outside attention in it or outside attraction in it.
I
But
mean, Logan Paul, look at that.
don't listen
yeah,
to the mic.
like do I agree? Do
Yeah,
I agree
man.
with it? No, but shout out to Vader though for going. He's going into the Hall of Fame. So
One thing
I
I
already knew
want.
that was
I
gonna happen.
told you. I told him. Stop playing. What's up, Scorpion? You next? I don't. Yeah, don't get scared, man. Ain't gonna do nothing to you.
Did all of them technically start at the same time in WWE?
No, no.
None of them did. I thought Vader and Taker probably were close.
No, Vader didn't come in till 95,
It was 95. Okay,
like 95, 96.
that's what I was trying to figure out. Maybe that was what they were looking at. Is like they
that's
all kind of like
yeah,
started together, but I
yeah.
don't know.
That's what I was thinking. Because once Blackheart said that Sid could possibly go in, I was thinking, okay, this is going to be
Sid
everyone
did
who
start at the same
had.
time. He did though.
Yeah, this was going to be everyone who had like big matches or big rivalries
Sid's
with Taker.
actually no. Sid's been around before the Undertaker.
No, I'm talking about with Vader. Sid and Vader
Sid,
started around the
no,
same time.
wait. No, actually, no. Correction, no. Undertaker started before Sid did, and then Sid came in before Sid. Sid was there way before Vader even came in the first time. Because he only came back again twice. They let him go after 96, 97, but then they brought him back for a short period. Then they released him later on. And he went over to WCW.
I thought it was a little
afterwards.
further back, but yeah, that's right. Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Then I don't know. I don't know how to explain it because
He had 2 mini stints in WWE.
yeah,
But those mini stints added up to be something, especially at the time we had Yokozuna running around, Diesel running around, The Undertaker running around,
Giant Gonzalez.
Crush. Giant Gonzalez did not fucking count. What?
Whoa! Where did that come from? Whoa!
Hey, he was one of those crazy ones. Poor Taker.
Tripping. Warren, don't you ever say nothing like that ever.
Hey man.
What next? Uh-oh.
Hey, I love the part where they were talking about Taker's podcast interview, and they were talking about like what's one of the probably most questionable matches you ever did, and he said with Giant Gonzalez.
Listen, I have to agree with him on that too. Shit, from the look of it, that was just a bad night. A bad.
Bro, you got a big old dude in a bodysuit, basically. I never understood that kid.
Undertaker had to
I'm
been
done with him.
I'm going over. Screw it. It's Mania.
Wow.
What can I say, huh?
That's funny. That's funny. Who else do y'all think will possibly get selected? with judging based off of how they've gotten it so far. Because we still need a diva in there, obviously.
I've been hearing Charmel, Booker T's wife, was supposed to be getting a nod for that, but I don't know if that's really going to be confirmed or if it's just fake tabloid. You know how things are.
Mm-hmm.
They get you just to read whatever that they are on there, and you got sometimes you don't read straight and shit like that. I'd be like, dude, stupid.
Well, if they surrounded, around the Undertaker, Michelle McCool.
Ooh, wait, I got one person.
Stanley comes to harvest heads for his soup of sorrow. Why aren't you scared? Oh, Dark Stanley would never dare attack a crowded, well-lit...
Oh, Dark Stanley's here!
Dark Stanley.
Yeah, the full-on intro for him.
Oh man, but listen, bro. Listen. Next, we got it's getting serious in the NBA, y'all.
The Warriors
Oh man,
are falling bad right now.
The Eastern Conference is looking stacked right now. Actually, check out the top 8. And you're gonna go to the Western Conference, and you're gonna see what's going on with that too. Ooh wee! Look at them Suns. Look at Phoenix. Look at Golden State. They dropped.
LA's at 9.
Mm-hmm. So what we think about all this shit? What we thinking about? What's gonna happen? And we on the road to the playoffs. We got only I think 15, 17 games left.
Oh damn! Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Shit.
So we close to that.
AD's built like paper.
AD's like paper. Russell Westbrook's not helping them win. LeBron's doing it on his own.
Yeah,
and it looks like they're gonna be.
Still got the ball spot.
It just looks like that they're gonna be in the play-in. And if LeBron got to go up in the play-in just to get into the playoffs, bro, he's gonna get burnt out. I know that one for a fact. I know he's trying
needs Bugs Bunny. He needs Bugs Bunny and Space Jam to beat this team for him.
Yeah, they done lost. They done lost.
He really needs AD to come back and just play monstrous, bro. But he's playing like fragile glass.
Yeah,
AD needs to learn how to squat.
It's so disappointed right now.
Yeah, they done lost their
them legs up.
And I'm not even and I'm not even a Lakers fan. But I was like, damn, Westbrook, you got the golden opportunity to try to make something, and you stinking up the place. Ew. What's going on with this?
Yeah, my Lakers ain't looking too good. They done lost like the last 10 games.
He's a Lakers fan.
Yeah, they done
I thought
lost.
You knew. I thought that's why you brought it up.
No, because you guys were talking. Well, when you said that, I was thinking about the last game that they just played and how they lost. I was like, really?
It was dumb. It was bad. Yeah,
it's not a good sign.
Yeah, not a good
Golden
sign.
State ain't looking either good either now. Golden State's having a lot of trouble lately.
Trouble.
Until Draymond's back.
Yeah, but Draymond is. I mean, I'm still questioning his back, and I don't know if that's going to keep him out or get re-injured again when playoff time does happen, and then that's crucial to them. So I can't trust that either. But my Celtics though, they're looking good. But my Celtics though, they looking good though.
Bro, Celtics looking nasty. They looking nasty. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's about fucking time they got that defense straightened out because oh my god,
he's still looking pretty.
But he's looking dangerous right now, and I'm Pat Riley, you skin son of a bitch. You smart motherfucker. That's all I just got.
Sneaking in there. He's sneaky.
He knows what the fuck he's doing.
Heroing them, man. They doing their thing. They're doing their thing.
Mm-hmm. They're definitely doing their thing.
The Harden thing. Do y'all think Harden's really gonna make a big change for the Sixers? Do you think they're gonna make it playoffs?
I mean, it already has started, so I would go full blown with it. The key question is, what about Ben Simmons in Brooklyn?
Bro, they traded so much for that. Oh my gosh. They can't do any worse. I guess that's the best way to put it. What are they ranked right now? What are they ranked right now? In New Jersey.
In New Jersey.
I meant Brooklyn. All right. Yeah.
They're the AC right now.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, I see them still making playoffs. Atlanta's barely holding on. And New Orleans is at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota. Okay, 7. Oh man. Well, it's gonna be a good playoffs. I think.
So who we think? All right. So who we taking for Eastern Conference Eastern and Western Conference Finals? Who we taking as, and who's going to be winning it? And who's going to be going to the finals? Just get right
I
to
say
it.
the Celtics.
This is just in case if we do decide to go on the break later, and then all of a sudden the playoffs happen and shit like that. I rather get that question out the way now, so at least I remember it.
I don't know exactly who going to the finals right now, though. I like to see how it play out. But Phoenix looked real nice last year.
I can't be on that train, man.
I think they have a good chance going.
Yeah, I was sold when they got in Chris Paul over there. I was like, oh yeah, they got a fucking
Bro, I was so happy.
With them two, and then you got Devin Booker just shooting threes. You're saying just shooting the lights out? Like, come on, like there's no better than that.
Yeah.
And then they lost to Milwaukee, man. That jump hurt me so bad because I really want to see CP win one. I want to see him win one.
Can you put up the Eastern Conference standings again?
I'd say Celtics, maybe. So, I want to say the Heat, but I think they're going to choke at the end.
At 5.
See Miami. That year, Miami was in the bubble. They were doing real good. They were supposed to make it back last year. So I don't know though.
They'll choke at the end.
That's something.
But, yeah. I mean, Miami's down to do.
I'm looking at this like it's going to be either Philly, Miami, Milwaukee.
I mean, you got Harden. There you go. That's all I can say.
Those would be the only 3 teams that I can see potentially being the Eastern Conference champions. I don't know about Brooklyn right now, only because of the Kyrie situation. That's it.
How's that going?
And KD stays healthy. If KD can stay healthy for the whole playoff run, I think that would be a real integral part.
KD is taking off this season, man. Let him, man, be healthy going into the playoffs.
Listen, he needs to go in healthy into the playoffs. So,
and if they can get Kyrie, I actually would say Brooklyn.
Chicago went from being number 1 to number 4. And let me remind y'all, this is today, as of today, before tonight's games even start.
Clippers are they're ahead of LA right now.
Mm-hmm.
By 1.
That's crazy right now. That's all without Kawhi Leonard.
The battle of LA.
and then that's without Paul George too. He's injured.
Yeah.
He's injured too.
That's what I was saying. They don't even have Paul George.
So I'm like, wow, like damn. All that money that you spent, Steve-O, Steve Bremer, but
that boy says Steve-O.
Steve-O Bremer.
That's about the same choice.
It sure is. So, folks,
hey,
we got any final thoughts?
Hold on. What about Russell Wilson?
Yes, that's what I was just about to mention.
What about Russell Wilson going to the damn Broncos?
Well, you can talk about it here on Final Thoughts. Go.
Bruh, I got so much of my family that are diehard Seattle Seahawks fans, and man, I felt bad for them on that one because that's the heart and soul of that team. And man, how much they had to trade just to get him.
But he never. But after a while, he wasn't. Bringing what they needed. They weren't getting to the playoffs. They weren't making it to the conference.
It wasn't him though.
It wasn't happening. So he left.
It wasn't him though. It wasn't.
Ship sailed. Final notice time.
He gave him a final notice when he said he needed help on the offensive line,
and they didn't do a damn thing.
So he was
Did
out of
not
it.
do a
Dre's
thing.
right. He was totally out of it. He's like, yo, listen.
I was shocked he played that
listen,
season.
I'm going to Denver. Hey, at least I'm away from the rain. I'll be a little colder, but it's all right.
That's what I was gonna say. You went from one colder to even colder.
Yeah, I really thought somewhat he was going to be going over to like.
I thought Tampa.
I wasn't thinking Tampa. I was thinking New Orleans.
Ooh.
They
don't have a good offensive line though.
But yeah, he still have more weapons than everything else though. I think he'll be able to not have to scramble.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that. I don't know. Actually, New Orleans is about to have trouble when they don't have Kamara right now. Kamara.
I'm pretty sure this is Dukes. He said Bulls. That's his Eastern Conference final. Okay.
Maybe in the 90s, buddy. Not now.
Sus.
That's that has been gone.
And then for the Washington Commanders here, they looking for hope. And
they got Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Carson Wentz.
And they just got him today too.
Yeah. So we're gonna. I'm interested to see how
Aaron
that goes.
Rodgers resigns with the Packers.
Bro, I cannot believe that part.
Like,
what the freak? I was like, that's why we were so sold on him possibly winning the Super Bowl last year, was because this is his last time on Green Bay. Then he signs 4 years. Like, come on, bro. You were so upset with the team. Now all of a sudden you just signed a 4-year deal with them. And they really didn't do any extra helping to get this team.
$200 million for 4
I think that was the only way to
years.
get Devontae Adams. I think that's the only reason why they did that. To keep Devontae Adams. Because Devontae Adams was right out the door right when he was going.
If he was going. Now he's not.
No, I'm pretty sure he ain't now. Especially if they're paying Aaron Rodgers what they're paying.
Exactly.
Like, good gosh. I hope you enjoyed the cold there. Enjoy it now.
But Aaron Rodgers,
I'm done with him.
I don't want him.
We ain't picking Green Bay no more.
They provoked me. I never said anything with you I wasn't provoked. If you provoke me, I might lash out.
Get him. Oh, green Jimmy the cricket suit wearing ass motherfucker. Get him. Oh, short Colin Powell haircut having ass motherfucker. Get him. Little Angela Davis mustache wearing ass motherfucker. Get him. Little Richard Pryor shortcut fade having around the side wearing motherfucker. Little Sammy Davis Award Jr. Afro haircut having ass motherfucker. Get him. Dynamite Disco Danny devastating. Get him. Don Cornelius with a haircut.
Gentlemen. If you don't mind, I'd like you to sit down. I would like to continue.
Excuse me.
Oh man.
Hey, we definitely all needed a break, man, because I was so burned out after last week. Because if anybody remembers, I had to pull off and help out with a concert ordeal. It was a great turnout, great success. But man, a lot of work went into that. So I was glad just to have that break and breather off and stuff. And Shiz, we're glad that you're doing well, man, because health first, man. Health first.
That's my case.
Indeed. I appreciate that. All
Don't
right,
get teary-eyed on me.
Excuse me?
Make me slap him. You call that a slap? Make me slap you. Now both. Now just you. Now give me a taste. Now both again. Now all three. Excellent.
Yo.
Yo, and we're gonna end it on that note. Boys and girls, Blackheart, Dre on wheels, and of course the funny buzzing with Marlo, which buzzing Marlo, American Prodigy, whatever the fuck that you want to call yourself. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and notifications bells on all of our channels, all of our stuff, all of our podcast platforms, everywhere. Support us, support the merchandise. Cop something for you, cop something for whoever and whenever. Otherwise,
today we're gonna play a game that's as old as pain itself. Bombardment.
I'm intrigued. What are the rules?
Duck or die!
Ah! Ugh.
Oh! Bombardment! Deal with it! Bombardment! That's a bitch, son! Bombardment! Bombardment! Walk it off! Bombardment! Bombardment!
I caught it. I'm safe.
Son, are you okay?
I guess.
Bombardment!
Let them know.
Okay,
You don't support us, then you
Trash!
Oh,
just
man.
This is garbage! Straight garbage!
let
Hey yo.
hit them with the flashes. Boys, let them know what the hell that they can find you at, man. Let's get going.
Yo, man, you can find me on YouTube at the 1130 podcast. New episode just dropped today with my lovely guest Brittany Harris. Tune in to that, and also a new episode of Talk Pro Wrestling on YouTube. And man, it's been a great one. Like Warren said, man, mental health is definitely important. So the break was needed. So I hope all is well. Blackheart, man, and man, I'm here for you. We you guys, man. I'm here for you. But other than that, this was fun. Thank you guys, man.
Appreciate it, bro. And last but not least, my counterpart, this monkey.
Hey guys, I appreciate everybody doing.
He didn't even let me get a chance to even finish. I was trying to debate about how I should call him.
Sad thing is, I acknowledged you calling me a monkey. That was it right there.
I mean, aren't we all monkeys?
Oh Lord. But hey, guys.
Hey, listen, that's another conversation for another day.
All right, guys. Buzzing with Marlo's on Friday. We are back this week. Like I said, last week we did a concert. This week we are back. We will be joined with John Sanstoni, sales warrior. Basically, a guy that literally shows what it is what's the shoes of being into a salesman, what are the successes of it, how to properly do it, and just basically getting a little tips on those. So guys, tune into those on that. Guys, also, I think next week is my week on Buzzing with Marlo with Commission. It's always good to have us back on here talk about pro wrestling and just anything in general, man. It's always a great time, guys. You can catch us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. We are really getting very big on Twitch now, guys. So check us out on those on the Real Buzzing with Marlo page. List below, everything like that. Check us on our bonfire, stuff like that. Like I said, we got a March giveaway. So if you buy merch this month, screenshot it. You enter yourself into a drawing for a special prize. Due to knowing that autism awareness is coming up with my son having the autism spectrum, we are doing a big fundraiser for Prodigy Strong. That's going to actually endorse to all the fundraiser stuff for autism. So guys, big things coming up. But yeah, always a pleasure.
Hey, we support that. Ladies and gentlemen, we bid y'all adieu. Have a good week.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how?